Welcome back. Today we have a good topic and an even better server. If you want to join, here's the link. Thank you to everyone who's joined. It's been a good time. I think there's like 8 of us now. Join, make your mark on the world. Don't grief, have a good time, make a friend. Why not? But yes, today we have a topic that makes me sound like a cornball. It sounds corny, it sounds lame, but it is manifestation and yearning. And you're probably thinking of crystals and this and that and annoying TikTokers. Well, young people, let me read off the definition of both of these for you. So, manifestation, an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially theory or an abstract idea. Okay, well, did that help us at all? No. Did I read these definitions beforehand? No. Am I going to make up my own? Yes. Yearning definition. A feeling of intense longing for something, typically something that one been separated from or that is unobtainable. Now let's start with yearning. Now I would take away the unobtainable part. It seems or feels unobtainable, but it is not. Yearning is this want, it's this craving for something. A lot of people do it with relationships, they'll get a little crystal or something, or at least see people on TikTok, and they're like, I want to be in a relationship so bad. Or they'll just be people who think about it over and over and over. And there is this lost almost art of becoming obsessed with what you really want. And there are some, areas where it is super unhealthy, and there's some areas where it is healthy. Something like wanting to do good in school and get a good job is very important. And I feel like I bring up school so much, but just wanting to do good things, wanting to have an impact on the world, wanting to get a good job that in the field that you like, that is all very important. Becoming an adult, transitioning through this phase, or growing up and through life at any phase of your life, you always want something more. You always have that longing for something. You're always yearning for something. So you push for that. You become obsessed. And a lot of people become stagnant and they have this yearning for something, but they won't push for it. And that is why it feels unobtainable. But most things in this life are obtainable. You just have to push for it and to a degree become obsessed. Now, not obsessed where you're waking up thinking about it, you're dreaming, thinking about it, you're sleeping, thinking about it. That is a little unhealthy, especially things such as, wanting a partner, something that will just come in time naturally. But something like wanting a promotion or wanting to do better. Okay, you have to show up on work. You have to show up on time. You have to work hard. You have to be better than everyone there. And that's good. It's good to work towards something. And I feel like, we talk about how, oh, I hate nonchalant people, but still everyone's acting nonchalant. Everyone's acting like it's weird to care about stuff. No, it's good to care. You're not a cornball. You want something more in life, and that's important. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel and you keep thinking about it and you're obsessed. Well, start it and work hard and continue to improve these videos. I am to a degree yearning for more subscribers, for more growth, for better videos. So I'm consistently working at that. I'm consistently caring about that. I'm consistently thinking about that. I'm jotting down my ideas. I have a document of stuff I want to do, how I want to make the channel better, what I want to set here, what I want to do here. And that is why this video is coming out, because I want to do better. It is good to yearn for something. It's good to want something. It is good to have dreams and goals and aspirations. And I feel like people just don't talk about that nearly as much, even though it's such an obvious statement. But I feel like when people do, they tend to not have such great goals and dreams, so they almost become jealous. Jealousy is this big, just negative cloud of energy in the current world that I always see. And it's so sad. We see it from, family and friends and all over, because they're just not yearning enough, and they're just not yearning. That sounds so, lame, but they're just not wanting something enough, and they're not working hard enough for it. And that's okay. And I get it. Working hard can be exhausting and tiring, and you just want to live a good life. But it's good to become obsessed with something. It's good to push for that. And it's good to take a step back and think about, okay, is this healthy for me? Am I doing too much? How can I do better? There's so many nuance to it. There's so much nuance to it. But it's good to be obsessed. It's good to want to do great things. Something like the Oscars happened the other night, and I'm not a big fan of them, but those people put so much hard work and they became obsessed with their art form, and they got to get awarded on the biggest stage. That's a big deal. Now, as for manifestation, that's pretty much the same thing, but at least in my eyes, but it's, something that you really want. You're I'm kind of giving the same explanation. You're writing down what you want and you are pushing for it day by day. You are tracking what you are doing, such as how I want to be in better shape. Okay, well, I ordered better equipment and I'm going to work harder, and I'm tracking how much I'm working out, how much I'm doing this. Now, there is a point where it gets unhealthy. If I was tracking every pound I gain or lost, or every little piece of food I put in my body, no, that's way overdoing it, and that leads to issues. But, I'm tracking when I'm doing better, and I'm obsessed with this idea of looking better and feeling better and not being unhealthy at all. And that is what I'm striving for, and that is what I want to achieve, and I am manifesting that through my actions. A lot of this, we see people online using crystals or just saying it out loud. Well, yes, you want to say it out loud, but you want to manifest it and you want to push for it through your actions. So really yearning is kind of this thought of something you want more, and manifestation is the actions behind it. And these go hand in hand. And this is important if you want to do anything great in this world, which I know a lot of you do, and that is good. That is important. And I believe anyone can. So, I believe in you, and I think that's a good thing. And sometimes, we become obsessed and we yearn and we do our manifestation, yada yada yada. I sound so, I can't believe this is what I'm talking about. But we do it and it doesn't work out. And then you just keep going, you know. Most people who turn out to be successful had to go through so many trials and tribulations and obstacles. And sometimes you just keep pushing, and you're like, well, this isn't what I really want to be doing. I want to change. And that's okay. It's good to change too. And then become obsessed with that thing. In high school, I was playing a sport and then I became sick and I couldn't do it anymore. And I was so obsessed with it. And I found this path that life gave me to try out a new sport. And I became obsessed with that one. I truly loved it. And I pushed for it and I became good at it and I had a great time. So it's this, you don't have to have this energy just about one thing. You can have it about so many things in your life. Oh, I want to be a better partner, to my partner. So I'm going to, I want that. So I'm going to manifest that by doing better. I'm going to tell them good morning. I'm going to get them flowers. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's good to want to be better in this life. It's good to want to do better things. Yearn to be better. Want to be better. Do better things, even if the people around you think it's lame. Even if the people think what you're trying to do is lame. No, keep pushing for it. Do better. Try better. You got it. I believe in you. Manifest it through your actions. Yearning and manifesting go hand in hand. Let's all go yearn and manifest, man. Let's all go do it. Subscribe. Bye. Join the realm.